Hey YouTube, Andy with Andy's Dizzy Vlogs. I wanted to make this video because I'm just feeling my mind just doesn't feel right. Just got done folding laundry and I am trying to get things lined up for tomorrow. And I walked downstairs and I went downstairs for something. Oh, I just remembered what it was. So on my bed next to me are my work pants, and the buttons fell off, both pairs, and I bought needle and thread and buttons to sew them back on, and I went downstairs to go get them from my drawer, and I just stood down there for like 5 minutes looking around my house, not knowing why I went down there. And I stood on my stairs coming up to my second floor, and I just stared around, and it just started making me think about how, like, this is like the frustrating nature of this condition. And I want to emphasize that it's not just confusion, but there's a level of like hyperactivity going on in my brain that makes everything so chaotic. And I feel like my brain just needs to chill out. And it's like there's so many things going on in my head, and I feel so weird all the time that, like, I can't focus on just menial tasks. And so I get confused really easily, and, you know, given the type of work that I do, I'm still learning how to do my job. I mean, every day I have to learn how to do new stuff, and it's a constant challenge feeling this strange, disorientative, kind of floaty feeling in combination with confusion and lightheadedness, and just trying to make it through the day is so difficult. And yesterday I had a pretty rough day. Today I took the day off. Today's Monday. I called off sick because last Friday I got a cold. Friday night into Saturday, I had a really bad cold. I went to work Saturday and it was absolutely miserable. My nose was running. Like every 2 to 3 minutes I was blowing my nose. And by the end of that day, my nose was raw from blowing my nose so many times. And it was still running and running and running. And then Saturday night, I did all my shopping and stuff I normally do and went to bed. And then Sunday, I did something on Sunday, I thought. I don't remember. But what did I do yesterday? Oh, I worked on my porch, and I felt out of it the whole time, and I felt bad because, like, I had an episode in Home Depot where I got really lightheaded and thought I was gonna pass out, and then working on my porch, I felt very disoriented and just out of sorts, and I couldn't focus or think. And I was, spinning in circles, working on this, working on that, turning around, doing this, doing that. And I just felt so out of it. But, life goes on and you have to keep pushing through. But it's just like getting mentally exhausting. I feel like I'm stuck in this alternate universe and everyone else is just experiencing normal life, and while it looks like I do, I'm in this totally different universe, and I hate the feeling of that. And so today, I called in sick to get some actual rest, since I'm, I work so much and I'm just like constantly run down and overworked, and the weather change, I think, just gave me a cold, and I needed to, get some rest. So I called today off, and I'm getting anxiety right now, and I don't know why. Well, I mean, I kind of do know why. It's like this feeling is just, it's enough to give anybody anxiety. And then also I have this weird thing going on right now where it's hard to describe, but my legs and feet and arms and hands and even parts of my back and neck are like tingly and warm, and like my skin has like a flushness of red. Yeah, and I'm just kind of warm, even though my AC is set to like 64, and I'm still like I get like hot sweats. I've never had a cold that has had this type of reaction. But I don't know. I can't help but think that I'm having like a reaction to my medication that I upped last Wednesday. So it would be 6 days now that I've been on this dosage, and it just started happening the other day. Does it correspond to that, or does it correspond to the cold that I got? I don't know why that would make any sense. I know they say medications take a while to, get into your bloodstream. So, upping the dose of my medication was the only thing that happened differently that I can point to that makes any sense. And I feel very I don't know. I just wish there was electrodes they could put on my head and then put on a doctor's head so they could feel exactly what I'm feeling and fix me, because the English language is not equipped to describe these sensations. I guess what I'm experiencing right now is akin to it's not Alice in Wonderland syndrome. Things don't appear far away or anything, but I guess I just feel hyper aware of everything. Almost like I imagine how a predator who's stalking their prey experiences things when you're, and I realize that this sounds just like anxiety, and I'm sure that is part of it, but there are times when I have no anxiety and I'm just chilling, And I mean, like, I don't feel anxiety, but I'm still experiencing the world in this, like, sort of detached kind of way where it feels like I'm like this robot experiencing the world through a video game, or like through like some animated consciousness. Like I just feel, and I've said this so many times because it's the best way I think that it describes how I feel, but like, if you could imagine like your conscious thought, like who you are, yourself, whatever it is that makes up you, happens inside your head. Like it feels like that's where your thoughts come from. Even though literally I know that that is your brain that's creating your thoughts, but I'm saying, I think when we imagine, when we're thinking, when we're talking to ourselves all day, we imagine it coming from inside here. What feels like everything that I'm experiencing is like right here, like right behind my head. Like I feel like I'm pulled away from my reality, and I'm living in this like hyper surreal world, and I'm kind of like controlling the AI of myself. That probably makes absolutely no sense, but there's no other way I can describe it, and it causes me a great deal of anxiety because I just want to feel like myself again. And I have so many problems, and I just want it to end. Like, like I just want to be able to fold laundry and watch a Netflix show and be able to go downstairs and get my sewing kit without getting lost for 10 minutes downstairs, not knowing what I was doing. But like the way that this makes you perceive things just totally puts you in this confusing world. And like I said, that stratifies into all different aspects of my life. Sure, it's an inconvenience and annoying and frustrating to forget why you went downstairs, and I'm sure everybody on planet Earth experiences that kind of, oh, I forgot what I came down here for. But this is like 24/7. This is like with every task that I do. This isn't just, whoops, been a long day, memory failed me for a second. This is like, imagine making a grilled cheese. Like, everything is infinitely more difficult, and then apply a level of complexity to that and imagine how difficult it would be. So like, my job requires a lot of, short-term memory things with, wrench sizes, and honestly, I haven't even learned them yet, so I can't give you an example. But to give you an example of what I mean, like, if we're out in the field and we have to tighten a flange and we don't know what size, we have to go like walk, a quarter mile back to our work site or our toolbox to get tools, and we're looking at the work that we have to do, and the nut size on the bolt is, let's say it's a 3/4 inch size nut. We'll have to know what wrench size corresponds with that nut size, and it's not 3/4. If it's a 3/4 nut, you might have, I don't know if this is right, but you might have an 1 1/16 wrench size. So you have to, like, good fitters will have these things memorized because they do it so often. Or it might be every flange, and a flange is like the end of a pipe that connects to another pipe. Every flange has a size of pipe. So if it's a 6-inch pipe, it's a 6-inch flange. 4-inch pipe, 4-inch flange. And then each flange has a schedule, and each pipe has a schedule, and that is basically the thickness. So the higher pressure whatever is in that pipe needs to hold, the higher the schedule. So if it's a low pressure piping system, let's say it's a 6-inch pipe, you only need 6-inch schedule 150. That's like the lowest schedule, because, well, there are lower, but that's the standard low schedule, 150 pounds. And it doesn't correspond to 150 pounds that it holds. It's just a sort of, doesn't matter. But let's say you have, then there's schedule 300, 600, 900, 1500. Let's say you have a 4-inch, 600-pound flange. Good fitters will be like, a 6-inch, 6-inch, 150-pound flange. That's 3/4 nut. We need an 1 1/16 wrench. So go get us 2 1/16 wrenches. Grab us the Porta Power we're gonna need, and they'll rattle off like 5 different tools that we need. And I gotta walk a half a mile to go get it and come back. And yeah, I could write those things down, but I'm just saying, like, those are like just basic everyday functional things that I have to do all day. And that type of work for me, in this, the way that my mind is functioning because of this, is so frustrating to have a brain that is confused all the time. And again, part of the frustration is a frustration in and of itself, because it's just annoying. Like, I want to be relied upon, and I want to be able to be good at my job. And this is like really, really hindersome to me learning things. And it's, and the people that I work with, again, no matter how many times they hear about my condition or I have brought it up in the past, it's like, if I stop bringing it up, which I'm not going to continue to bring it up, because I don't want to annoy the living hell out of everybody I'm around all the time. But as I've said so many times, they can't do anything about it. So it's like this learned helplessness that you just kind of stop talking about it. But you never stop carrying the burden of that frustration. And then, so people, if you stop bringing it up, people that, like, even people that you were with every day, 10 hours a day, they just assume that you're fine 99% of the time, and then every once in a while you get vertigo, and every once in a while you might have a headache. They don't understand that this is a 24/7 thing. It doesn't go away. I don't get breaks from this condition. And sure, I could just go around telling everybody every minute of the day how I feel, but obviously that's unrealistic, and no one would want to work with me or be my friend anymore. So I tend to not say anything. But therein lies the frustration, is that people will I've never had anybody say anything to me, like, outright, but there are people that I know that have a certain opinion about me, and it hurts me, because I want to do better, and I'm trying my absolute best, and I am doing my best. But at the end of the day, my best is not very good, because I'm so hindered by this condition, and they don't know that. And even if I told them that, they wouldn't get it. And even if they got it, they would forget about it the next day and treat me like I'm just like they are. That is the most, well, it's not the most frustrating thing, but that is, it sucks. It really, really sucks. And I think I got off on a tangent. I don't even know, again, I don't even know why I started making this video. I guess I was just needed to talk. But, and then now, you know, I not only have all the same issues that I've had before, but now I feel like I have like a physical reaction to something. This, maybe the up to medication. I don't know, but like I'm warm and tingly and sort of numb all over. Especially my hands and feet. My back is, you know, like having like mild, like warm flashes, and I just feel like warm and tingly in my hands and feet. And it's just like one thing after another. And like, it'd be one thing if like I knocked out 2 or 3 symptoms and then I got this, and it's like, well, now I have to deal with this. It's just like everything keeps stacking up and none of them are going away. Granted, like my headaches come and go, so like maybe one week there'll be like 3 or 4 days where I just have headaches 24/7, and then I'll have like several months with no headaches, but confusion, dizziness, lightheadedness, disorientation, phantom sensations, you know, so I'll have all the rest. But, you know, for the most part, like, I still have all, like, this myriad of conditions, or symptoms, rather, under the same condition, and tinnitus, ringing of the ears that just randomly happens throughout my day, that's very distracting, fullness of the ears that just comes and goes. I just want it to stop. Like today, even though I have had a cold, you know, I feel better from that. But like my day is like being interrupted constantly. And I could honestly be so happy because the weather is just like the nice fall weather where it's cool, but it's warm enough just where you want to wear a light hoodie, you know, and I love this time of year because it feels nice. I had the whole day to just like, you know, very at a relaxed pace, you know, put my dishes away, fold my laundry, and, you know, watch a little Netflix while I'm doing it. You know, nothing crazy. I got something for my porch I want to install. I wanted to do a little caulking around my porch. You know, all things that if I felt 100% normal, you know, I would have fun doing. Not that folding laundry is fun, but I'm just saying, like, just easy, relaxed things that, you know, literally at this point, if I felt 100% normal, pretty much everything for a while would be everything mundane would be really awesome for quite a while, because it would be like, oh, I can do this without like being dizzy. I could do this without having a headache and my ears ringing. Or like I could stand in my kitchen without feeling like I'm gonna fall over. You know, so if I could just feel normal, like how even like the things I hate doing would suddenly become 10 times better. And then the things I enjoy doing, it's like, man, I would be on cloud 9. So I just really, really, I just want things to stop. And like I said, the newest addition of my symptoms is like this itchy, like this is really causing me concern, because, well, you're not supposed to just randomly start getting hot sweats and itchy and warm and tingly sensations everywhere. You know, why am I turning red? Why am I tingling and warm everywhere? That's not normal. I can't just ignore that and be like, well, it'll go away. Will it? I don't I don't know what's going on inside my body. I don't know what these medications are doing to me internally or to my brain. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to get those things off my chest. I have to get back to doing my chores, uh, which I'm probably not going to get all of them done because it's getting late and I'm going to have to go to bed in a couple hours. But I hope you're having a better day than I am. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, have a good day. I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.